Hey everyone, hi, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, before you go anywhere, don't click off. Click that subscribe button before you leave, at least. There's all kinds of content on this channel for everyone. We do taste tests, we take a look at colognes, shampoos, soaps, deodorants, necklaces, rings. We've looked at a lot of stuff on this channel, and that's not going to stop. We're going to keep doing that. But in order for those things to keep happening, I need people to click that subscribe button. Let me know you want me to spend money. That's all you got to say. You know, that's it. But today's video, we are going to look at a soap. And we've looked at this brand several times before in the past. And more than likely, we'll look at it again in the future because I'm always finding new versions of it. So, yeah, that's another reason why you need to click the freaking subscribe button. And also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. But, you know, let's get on with the actual video. So, like I said, Castelbel, I've been able to find these at TJ Maxx and Marshall's and those other stores like those. But that's it. I mean, I'm sure it's not a Marshall's and TJ Maxx only product. I'm sure you can find it in other places, but this is the only place I'm ever able to find it. And believe it or not, these are fantastic. These are amazing soaps. Have crazy rich lather, fantastic light scented soaps. They're a wonderful find. And at a price of, this one is $4. It says $4. At that price, that's a fantastic find, especially for a 10.5 ounce bar of soap. So if you see these, do yourself a favor, pick it up. You know, it might not be your your favorite scent, but for $4, that's a great deal. Do yourself a favor, pick one of them up. But let's just talk about the one that's in my hand. So Castelbel Porto Aged Bourbon Scented Soap. That's the one we're looking at today. Aged Bourbon. Apparently, if you're looking here, it says vegetable base. So I'm assuming that it's made with some type of vegetable situation. Not really sure. Triple milled luxury bar made in Portugal. You know, that's pretty cool. 10.5 ounces. You can't beat that. Aged bourbon. Sodium palmate, sodium palm kernelate, aqua, parfum, glycerin, sodium chloride, BHT, tetrasodium, EDTA, tetrasodium etidronate. Yeah, quite a bit of ridiculous names in the ingredients, but here, I'll try to show you guys that. If you want to pause the video, take a look. Even if you can't see it, I'm still trying to show you. But yeah, so one thing I will note is that if you're familiar with the Yuka app, Yuka is an app that you can download, and you can scan products such as, you know, soaps, foods, waters, all kinds of products out there. And it gives you a rating 0 to 100, and it lets you know how good it is for you and your skin. These actually rank relatively well. So if you're in that mind frame that you gotta have things that are like, you know, good for you, this isn't too bad of a find. But anyway, moving on. Looking at the packaging here, absolutely fantastic. Just looking at it alone, it looks something, you know, sort of fancy. And for $4, you really can't beat that. It looks awesome. You know, when you see this far away, you're like, wow, that's a cool looking bar of soap. That light gray blending in with this dark gray, it looks super cool. Even the ribbon just kind of grabs your attention, kind of gives you some, you know, some formality or something. It's just so crazy looking. Because a lot of soaps out there, they tend to be like super colorful and just, you know, but they're dull. You know, the products don't really live up to the expectation. They don't live up to their fancy packaging. But I will say Castelbel is not like that. Like I said, very rich lather, just an all-around decent bar of soap. Mass-produced, maybe. Who knows? But I will note is that most of the, if not all, have these little vented holes on the side. so you kind of get a little glimpse of what the bar soap looks like, and it kind of helps you, you know, it gives you an opportunity to catch a whiff of your bar soap. That's what I'm doing now. One thing I will say though, I've had a lot of their scented soaps before. This one I'm kind of having a hard time picking up the scent, so I think I'm going to end up having to open it and try to see if I can't smell it that way. But let's open it up anyway. We're going to take a look at what it looks like. Alright. So, like a lot of their soaps out there, they got this like weird, paper situation on the inside. Not too crazy about that. Very, you know. I'm trying to open this up without like absolutely obliterating the packaging, because believe it or not, I do want to put it back in when I'm done, because I want to store it until I use it for my body. Alright, see now, here it is. You got this Castelbel branding right stamped in the middle. Pretty cool. I'm a fan of those. It just kind of gives a little extra oomph when you're looking at it. But what I will say is that where I'm sure these things are handled from the moon and back, there's all kinds of little dents and dings in it. It's far from a perfect looking bar of soap, but that's really not that big of a deal. And these are definitely, you can tell these are pretty. I don't want to say mass produced, but they're more common than not, apparently, because they, a lot of these brands that have these like lines, these mold lines. It's quick to just fill them, stamp them, and remove them. So that's how a lot of these big companies do it. But at their price point, they don't even have to think about the looks of it. They just rely on the product itself, which isn't really not that bad of a mind frame to be in. Now, out of all the Castelbel soaps that I've looked at in the past, this one is extremely light scented. There's not a whole lot going on for it. You're basically getting more of a soapy type of smell than anything. However, there is a very minuscule amount of like a masculine fragrance. I wouldn't call it bourbon. It's like a dark, sweet smell, but I'm telling you, it's minuscule. It's like just a speck. They put a little speck of parfum in there. It doesn't smell bad, but like I said, the fragrance in this is so irrelevant that you can almost not even smell anything at all. Hell, I could be just smelling, the soap I wash my hands with. I don't know, but nah, I can smell it. It's just really light. But it does have a dark, sweet, kind of masculine cologne type of smell. Aged bourbon is not necessarily something I would call this, but that is the route they chose for whatever reason. But that's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, a very, very tiny bit of a masculine, deep, dark smell. Sweet, just a little bit, not too much. It doesn't smell awful, but definitely could be. You could bump up the when the whoever's pouring the scent in there, make them put a little extra. This thing could be a 10 if the fragrance was boosted. But as of right now, where it stands fragrance wise, I got to give this thing like a 3, because at this point, you're just washing your ass to be washing your ass with this. But the experience with using these, like I said, they do have a rich lather, so it does feel good. You're able to get a lot more use out of a bar soap that lathers up really well. So there is that, and the price point. $4. It says compare at $6, so I'm assuming that that's the normal price of them, which also, if you think about it, $6 for a 10.5-ounce bar soap is not bad at all. Not even a little bit. That's still a fantastic price. But at $4, hell, that's even better. Price, that's a 10 out of 10 in my book. 10 out of 10. But packaging, I give that an 8. It looks cool. It looks cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, if you are new here to this channel, just go ahead and click the subscribe button. You know, what do you got to lose? It's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. Quit being so goddamn stingy. Click that subscribe button. And I reckon I'll see you in the next video.